when you're having a bad day, for example, like you said, would you normally think about this is just a stepping stone on the process to becoming the best gymnast I can, or would you think about more of the short-term goal? Would you default to how am I going to use this to make me get into the Northern Euros team, or would you default to the longer term of how is this going to make me the best gymnast I can be?
I think to start with, when you have a bad day, everyone has them. You've got to put it into perspective. You'd think any sportsman that you want to think about, I bet Ronaldo, Messi, they've all had bad days. Like, you're human. At the end of the day, you can't have a good day every single day. And like Monday, I had an absolute howler. I landed flat bang on my face, and I was just ready to just walk out the gym. But it's adversity, and it's something that you've got to pick yourself up from. You've got to say, right, I've had a bad day. That isn't what's going to define me for the rest of the week. Or similarly, as I said to one of the gymnasts, I can't remember who it was, but they were a bit annoyed, and I said, are you waiting for a score right now? Like, you're in training, are you waiting for a score? Albeit the routine hasn't gone the way that you wanted. But if you're waiting for a score and you felt like this, I'd understand. But you're in training. Like, I know you want to be the best you can be, but that if you shut your mind off, if you get angry and you get frustrated with yourself, it actually makes your next go even worse. I think, I know from my experience it does. You get frustrated, you get more frustrated, you get even more frustrated, and then it just slowly brings your gymnastics down and down and down and down. So, yeah, it is something that it's got to be worked on, hasn't it? But it's not ultimately what defines you. I still go through it. Like on Monday, I had an absolute howler, and it did get me down. But it is one of them. I got back in yesterday, yesterday, and I was all right. I was back to what I was trying to do.
Fair enough. Yeah. I guess what you were talking about was like sort of a down spiral, like of you have a bad go, it makes you feel worse, you get angry or frustrated or whatever it is, and then when you're doing your next go, you either do the same thing again, don't make a change, get annoyed because of that, or you try and like just chuck it as hard as you can because you're angry.
Yep.
And you fall off because of that.
Yep.
And it makes you feel even worse.
Yep.
And it never helps unless you can use that aggression in a good way and still keep your focus, keep your cool.
Yep.
And then sort of still do like work on your technique, work with your technique.
Yeah.
But then just use that aggression as like power and fuel into the right sort of thing.
Agreed. But as you said a second ago, you got to keep your cool. So that is getting rid of the frustration, albeit, there are times where you can use your aggression, but the amount of times that you use your aggression compared to when you stay calm, you think about what you need to do. 9 times out of 10, you'll be better staying calm, thinking about what you need to do rather than using your aggression for that next go, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I get you. It's better to try and sort of replicate the amount of energy, but like slightly change the technique. Because usually it's the technique that's the issue. It's not like the amount of power that you're putting into it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it will be. Sometimes you're not like committing fully. But if you're getting annoyed already and that's not changing anything, it's probably going to be something technical.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. It's gymnastics is so technical, isn't it? It's your shoulders a little bit off, you're off the pommel, your hands a little bit late on bar, you're off the bar. For me, it's my best thing would be to stay cool and just chill when I'm doing it.
Yeah, probably best for everyone as well.
Yeah. Everyone isn't standing on eggshells before me, kind of thing. So
Yeah, of course. It's a balance of trying to put enough energy and aggression into it while also thinking about the technique and being controlled enough so that you can stay on.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, I mean, that just comes with that experience, I guess.
Yeah.
And just doing numbers.
Yeah, as you say, it's you've got to put yourself in a position where you're doing that, and you've got to put yourself in a position where you're ready to learn from it. I think if you just keep doing the same thing every time, it's not going to get better. So you've got to really learn from every single go, really. It's not... Every go is different. You'll never replicate the exact same go. Even if it's like you do it 50,000 times, you're not going to replicate it every single go.
Yeah, there's always ever so slight differences. Like, you can get it as close as possible and as consistent as possible, but like, it's not going to be like to the millimeter exactly the same.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the beauty of gymnastics. It's you're trying to replicate every go, but as you see in competitions and stuff like that, when things do go wrong, the amount of times that gymnasts will have competed that routine, or they've competed that skill, it's like, I mean, we've all done it before, haven't we? Like, the amount of times that, I don't know, I've competed a double back, let's say. I fell at Scottish and at London Open. Like, I would have been on for, well, it would have given me a whole mark difference kind of thing. And I've over-rotated the same skill twice in 2 different competitions.
Yeah. I mean, it happens.
It
can be a skill that you've never even considered to be hard.
Exactly.
Like a skill you've been doing your whole life. Like, I know people that do stupid like releases on high bar. They do like Coleman's and stuff on high bar, fail a Stolder. Like, it happens.
Yeah, it does happen. And as I say, that's the beauty of gymnastics.
Yeah. Even on the easiest scales.
Yeah.